Okay, we are here with Karina from Naturally Bladed. Welcome, Karina.
Thank you so much.
All right, so tell me a little bit about what you do and how you got started.
So I'm in permanent makeup, so I tattoo eyebrows essentially. I
Woohoo!
do nano brows, thank you, which is the newest technique. It's very similar to microblading, which a lot of people are familiar with.
Yes.
Nano brows is a little newer, so I feel like people are still kind of learning that. But I guess if you can think of it, it's like microblading, but in my opinion, biased opinion, a little bit better. It's just better on the skin for trauma reasons and just more natural.
Is it more fine, the blade, or gosh, I can't even think of what is the term, the technical term.
Like the microblading?
Yes.
They're both very similar. They're both very natural. Just microblading essentially is done with a hand tool, and it's pretty much like a blade made up of several needles, and you're making little cuts in the skin and pushing the pigment in. So ideally, it's not good for people with mature skin or oily skin. However, nano brows is more similar to a tattoo where we use a machine and a single needle.
Okay.
And so it's depositing pigment into the skin. So it's less trauma on the skin. We're able to make it more hyperrealistic, feather the ends. So all around, it's just a newer, better technique.
Yes, love that. I know. I was always confused of what the difference was. So thank you for explaining it, because I never really knew. So how did you get into permanent makeup?
So I actually got into it because I got my eyebrows done. And I was actually looking for a career change at that time. It was
What were you doing
during
before?
COVID.
We all have the same story, I swear. It changed us for the better.
Yeah. You always have to find the positive, you know?
Yeah.
But I've tried actually a few different things throughout my life. But what I did right before brows was real estate. So I was a new real estate agent. I had my license for 8 months. I was going through the mentorship program. And as soon as I was ready to fly, COVID hit. So everything that we learned, open houses, in-person stuff, door knocking, you couldn't do it anymore, And it also made me realize that I actually was not passionate about real estate. And I'm just a person that's more passion driven than money driven, because I do feel that when you're passionate about, the money will follow.
Absolutely agree with you.
Yeah, so that's how I got into it. I got my eyebrows done, and I was like, you know what? I feel like I could do this.
So obviously that made you fall in love with brows. Did you have to go to school to get certified? What was your training like?
So once I started diving deep into it, I was just following the artists that their work stood out the most to me. And so, I went to Arizona for my first training.
Wow, all the way over there.
And it was micro. So I started with and then after like a year is when nano brows is when I started seeing it come out. And then I took my first course. And then once I started with nano brows,
you never looked back?
Never looked back. That was it for microblading. We had to go our separate ways.
So say if I actually have never gotten it done, but I'm curious maybe what would make a good candidate and maybe not a good candidate for nano brows.
So nano brows, it is good for all skin types, unlike microblading. I will say that it just depends on the look, right? So like someone with like normal to dry skin, like the strokes are just going to heal crispier, It is just going to give that crispier look. So a lot of people see that and they want that. But if you have oily skin, most likely the strokes, still going to be a very beautiful look, don't get me wrong, but it's just going to be different. So, different for different people and different skin types.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. Does it hurt?
So I don't numb on the first pass because I do pre-draw all the hair strokes with a thin black pencil, which is kind of nice for you guys as a client too, because you get to kind of see what it's going to look like. It's a little bolder because obviously it's in black pencil.
Got it.
But it gives you guys an idea, so you're not just going into it
blind.
Yeah.
That would make me nervous. I would like to see the rough draft.
And with microblading, it wasn't so much like that. It was you got the shape, but then you just kind of were like, well, I hope I picked the right artist. You know? So with this, it's just because of those strokes, I don't pre-numb. It really just depends on your high intolerance. But most of my clients say it's like a 2 to 3 on a scale 1 to 10, so not too bad.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
And then I numb throughout. But I definitely do want to disclose it depends on your pain threshold.
Yeah. Like, so if you've gotten a tattoo,
then you should be good. I feel like tattoos, also depending where, but like at least you know what that needle feels like. And tattoos usually don't numb. I numb. It's just after the first pass.
That's true. Actually, they don't numb.
No.
Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So how much do you think that eyebrows really can impact a person's face?
It's something that a lot of people don't even realize, but it's like the focal point. It frames your face.
It does. Absolutely.
Even me that I am doing brows every day, I still just get amazed by what a difference it makes in everybody's faces, because everybody's brows are different and beautiful for their faces. So it just accentuates it.
I'm a makeup artist, so I can see if someone has really like arched brows, it can create emotion. So they're really angry. Or if they have those really round, they're always surprised.
Yes.
Or if they're like, if they start way back here, they're like, just look sad.
Oh, yeah. Even expressions, to be honest. A lot of people don't realize it, but our expressions, our forehead, unless you get like
Botox.
Regular Botox. But so for those that don't, it can pull your eyebrows, and even that changes the shape of it,
So have you had clients get emotional after seeing results?
Yes, I have. And it's honestly the most beautiful thing to see. It's just like what an impact it makes in their lives. And like, you know, some people are just like, oh, all you do is like makeup, permanent makeup.
I hate when someone just categorizes you as something shallow or just vain. Or
I mean, it just makes it the confidence that it builds, especially for those who have always felt like their eyebrows weren't it, you know, like it just makes the biggest difference. And to see people get emotional makes you emotional,
you make people's days or
lives.
lives. Like someone made your life, you know, you never know what kind of events could happen after.
Yes.
And it's just something that you wake up and you don't really have to worry about in the morning.
Like honestly, the routine, because if you don't have permanent makeup, you have to come up with that shape every day. And I remember before I had permanent makeup,
it takes a while.
Yeah, they were cousins. Sometimes they were frenemies. Like,
yep.
You know?
Oh yeah. They're never really sisters. They're never twins.
They're not twins. They're not twins.
What do you think people can gain besides just having better brows by getting nano brows done?
It's not just brows, you know, it's like the confidence and everything behind it, as we were just talking about. I'm like, I think that's way bigger than that. And on top of that, you know, I get 4 hours with my clients, so it's a little bit of a therapy session.
Exactly,
as well,
right?
So it's kind of nice, you know.
And so how many sessions? Is it just one or is it several?
So it's the first session, then there's a recommended 6 to 8 week touch-up, which I like to call the perfecting session, where we just really address anything that you saw. And then usually it'll last like 1 to 2 years, depending on skin type, skin care, sun exposure, like a lot of different things. But it's just such a soft, natural look that's why it's like 1 to 2 year touch-ups after that.
Love that. So it's basically really low maintenance after that.
It's very low maintenance. That's a great thing.
Okay, so what is the craziest brow trend you've ever seen since being in the industry?
I don't know, just like the really straight brows. I never really got behind that because
Me
I don't
neither.
think that's for everybody, which a lot of fashion isn't for everybody, right? But especially those, I'm like, unless you naturally have the straight brow, I'm like, I can't get behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about growing up? What was worse, do you think? The 90s very overplucked brows or the 2015-16 boxed gel brows? I know. If you had to choose, which one?
Which one is worse?
Yeah, which one's worse?
Well, because I'm a 90s baby, I'm going to go with the box brows.
Yeah.
You know, I have to go through one of the gens.
We had to go through, I had to go through both. And I just feel like this brow, like, won't even, one of the brows just won't even.
Yeah, after you mess with
after
it
you
so
pluck
much,
it so many times, there's certain areas that like overgrow and then undergrow.
If only that happened in other areas, right?
What is the biggest brow mistake that you see happen most often with people?
I would say makeup. I would say if I had advice, it'd be less is more sometimes because like the really heavy makeup or like just making it like really square, really rounded in the front.
Going a little too harsh in the front can really
especially the fronts.
harden someone's look.
Absolutely. So less is more.
What advice would you give for someone to stop with their brows immediately? Like, do you want to just like take tweezers out of someone's hands sometimes? Or
I mean, I think at this point, it's not even so much that they're still tweezing, it's that they tweezed too much in the past, you know? So like, yeah, I mean, I think now,
So with nano brows, can you still get like maintenance? Say if someone who has like really thick facial hair, can they still get like waxed or threaded? Even like say if you get, I get a lot of hair down here too and up here.
Like after getting nano brows? So nano brows is essentially like a tattoo, right? So once it heals, it's under the skin.
Okay.
So you can essentially do whatever you want over it.
Awesome.
Which is a nice part.
So let's go into entrepreneurship a little bit. What is the scariest part about being your own boss?
So that you don't get a steady paycheck, you know, that you have to literally.
You can't call in sick.
And if you do, I mean, that's just money out your pocket, you know, you don't get paid time off. You literally have to do everything yourself and have like literally wear every hat. So, yeah.
But what's the best part about being your own boss?
That I get to call the shots,
Yep.
you know, I might not get paid for my time off, but I get to decide when my paid time off is. And the fact that I get to do what I love.
I think if you do what you love, you never have to work a day in your life.
Exactly.
What is advice that you would give about maybe someone who is thinking about being in the beauty industry, or maybe taking that step from being in maybe a salon to making and having their own suite?
I would say it's just like, don't rush anything, like go at your own pace, and everyone has to start at the bottom. Like, just remember that, because I mean, we were all there when you're a beginner.
Work your way up the ladder.
Yeah, and you want to quit so many times, you know, but when it's something that you truly love, like, you don't quit, you just get better.
Yes. How has having your own suite changed your business?
It's been great. I just feel like it just makes it more me, a little more personal with my clients. And don't get me wrong, like when I did have kind of a shared space with other artists, that was great and essential for that part of my career. This is just now what fits me now, you know? So
yeah, that's a great way to perspective to look at it. What do you love most about being at Broadway? And you're at La Jolla, right?
I am.
That's such a beautiful location.
It is.
What do you love about being at that location?
I love it. It's just a really clean, modern space. All the other people that work there are honestly so sweet, especially because like my window's pretty open, so people just like wave at me all the time. I love it. It's just so friendly, but still having my privacy, you know? So it's like you get the best of both worlds, and I love it. My clients love it.
You ready for rapid fire?
All right, let's do it.
Okay. So natural brows or bold brows?
Natural.
Coffee or matcha?
Coffee.
Waxing or tweezing?
Tweezing.
Favorite beauty product?
I don't know if I have a favorite.
Do you have anything that you like to use to color your eyebrows with, or?
I will say the one thing I can't go without is my brow gel.
Yeah, that was my next question. Gel or pomade?
It's got to be. I love it. It's a clear gel on Amazon. Get it.
Most overrated beauty trend, I guess currently.
I don't even know if it's like really still a thing anymore, but like the lamination that was literally like plastered onto like your face,
the stick.
know?
I like brow laminations, but not when it's
not when it's stuck to your forehead.
It looks so
like, it looks like you got
waxy.
Scared, you know, we definitely like some shape and that, but like just not all the way
I think
straight.
that's what a lot of people think brow laminations are, but then they realize, oh, it could be the feathering
Absolutely.
and all of that.
I think you just have to go to the right person and know what you want.
Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram.
Beach day or spa day?
Spa day.
Sweet or savory?
Savory.
Dream celebrity client?
I would say Zendaya. Her brows are fire.
Is there any celebrity out there that you're like, oh, girl, if only you could just come into my room?
I can't
Let me help you out.
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
I think Britney Spears all the time. I'm like, where are your gays? Let's get you going, girl.
Yeah, you can send her to everyone else in the salon too.
Right. Okay. Most used emoji.
The heart, the pink hearts.
The pink one. No, the two.
Yeah,
they're so
two,
cute.
Yeah.
What is your favorite self-care ritual?
I would say going to the gym.
Yes, that's the important, right?
Daily.
Lip gloss or lipstick?
Lip gloss.
Botox or facials?
Facials.
Brows or lashes?
I'm gonna have to go with brows.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. Hair day or nail day?
A hair day.
Spray tan or beds?
Spray tan.
Yep. High heels or sneakers?
Sneakers.
Even though you're wearing heels
yeah,
today?
but I had to for you.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love getting a little dressed up. I feel like it's better like when you're sitting at a table and chair to be in like
I can't wear sneakers with this.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta look fire. Coffee or champagne?
Champagne.
Ugh, I agree. Arched or straight brows?
Arched.
Warm tones or cool tones?
I'm a warm tone.
Ooh, this is a good one. Mapping or freehand?
Mapping.
So you got to be a her.
It's like artistic, but at the same time, it's like there's precision there.
Yes. I bet you're like, obviously professional enough to do it freehand and like probably experienced enough, but just to do it mapping wise.
Yeah. As best as possible. Like I would want someone to measure mine.
And then do you prefer morning clients or evening clients?
I'm more of evening because I have more energy in the morning. So it gives me time to get all my stuff done.
And then you can kind of just like
chill
relax and get in the zone. Do you like doing before and after photos or videos?
Both. But definitely my page is all before and after.
So let's get back into that too. How do you market yourself? What do you feel is the most requested look that you do?
So my bread and butter is Instagram ads. That is what has kept me going.
So we pay a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And it's really not that expensive, like,
it's
right?
Not. I think
$5-10, maybe $30.
You get to decide, but obviously the more you spend, the bigger reach you're gonna have. So again, you have to spend some to make some, but it's also knowing, and you don't just know. It's obviously an experiment, but it has to be the right post or the right video. Yeah. Not every single I've done some that just don't hit.
That just flopped and then
that literally just
blew
takes
up.
Off. Yeah. So
do you think lighting and professional cameras matter, or can you just do it on your iPhone?
I do it on my iPhone. I mean,
see, we don't need all the fancy stuff sometimes.
Fancy stuff. You just need to do it. You don't need it, so don't let that stop you.
And do you have a website, or do you think people can just find you on Instagram?
Instagram is honestly the best way to find me.
I think so,
single
right?
Way. I'm like, that's just what I focus on.
It's so easy too, because I know when I'm recommending things with my girlfriends, I'm like, oh, just send me your Instagram, and then you can just share the profile. And then how do you do all of your scheduling, and are there certain days that you always have off? How do you do that?
Yeah, I take weekends off now. I worked Saturdays for the first 3 to 4 years of my career, and it's something that for me, I felt as a sacrifice because I love my weekends.
Same.
But I had to do it, you know? And now when I reached a point where I could have
You're like,
my
I don't need to do it anymore.
I was like, I just get to, you have to take advantage of the perks, you
Yeah.
know? So Monday through Friday, I'm there, but don't
And
call me on the weekends.
what tools do you use like for your scheduling? Like how can people book you?
So there is a link on my Instagram profile. It's through Schedulista. You could also DM me. I'm very active on my DMs. And then, yeah, I do online consults, so anyone can ask me anything at all times.
Okay, so going into dating,
Yeah.
if Eyebrows had a dating profile, what would yours say?
I would say bold and loud.
If you were like a real housewife, what would your slogan, your eyebrow slogan be?
Oh, man, I don't watch Housewives.
I know, me neither, but I felt like some people I love to hear about those. What is one thing every woman should know before touching her own brows?
I would say just know what looks good on you and don't focus on the trend or focus on what other people are doing because, I mean, your face is different than everybody else's, you know?
What is the one brow trend that you are glad it's gone?
I would say the plastered.
Yeah.
I think that now I have seen a lot less of that, and it's like a pretty lamination where it flows, where instead of just straight up
The
like
soapy,
caterpillars.
it's the soapy brows.
Yeah, those had to go.
What is one brow trend that you see that might be making its comeback?
Low-key kind of felt like a little bit of like the thinness of the brows was coming back a little bit, but I still feel like the natural is still out there, you know?
Yeah.
just
Do you
in
have
every
any
sense.
like predictions for upcoming trends? Because I feel like eyebrow trends change
They
like
just always,
every
like,
5
come
to 6
back.
years.
Yeah,
They
but
kind of
it's
change.
almost like a cycle. It always just like comes back around, you know? But I do feel like for brows, just a natural fluffy brow, like how could that go out of style, you know?
Yeah, a classic.
Yes.
All right, let's do some fun personal questions.
Okay.
What is your favorite vacation spot?
I love vacationing at the beach. I don't have like a favorite spot.
Like somewhere tropical.
Somewhere tropical.
What is the last thing that you binge watched?
Off campus.
I love it. Favorite cocktail?
I would go with a martini, a gin martini.
Extra olives. Do we like it dirty?
I do. Like
Okay. Just a little. Not extra. Not filthy.
No, not filthy.
Do you have any hidden talents?
Man, other than brows, it's not that hidden.
It's not that hidden.
It's not that hidden. I mean, no, I'm just pretty loud, I guess. I have a microphone in my throat sometimes.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Shut up."
What's something that people would be surprised to learn about you?
I mean, I don't know if it's surprising. Maybe that I'm like a type B, but yet somehow still find a way to make my business work in a way that works for me.
I'm
you
a type
know?
B too.
Yeah.
I'm not a type A
No,
for sure.
I'm like, I feel like type A thrive in like business, but you know, we're making it work.
Okay, so maybe one of our last questions. If eyebrows could talk, what would most people's eyebrows be saying? For
Help
example,
me.
I'm trying my best.
Help.
I survived the early 2000s.
Yeah. We'll see where we survive next.
Help me. So have you ever had people come in and with like maybe horrible stuff happen to them before that you've had to like really fix?
So there's a lot of people at this point that have previous work that I get, and it really has to be like pretty much gone for me to nano brow over them. And a lot of them have like the big boxy like gray, and every
'Cause it
time
fades,
I have to
right?
say,
Those-
you have to remove them with laser. That's the only solution, because to add more pigment on that, I mean, there is
It's just putting a Band-Aid over
yeah,
a
and
bulb.
it's not going to last very long, so you might as well just do it right the first time.
And then do you think people come to you more for brows or for confidence?
Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna say combo because
Yeah,
you know,
combo.
sometimes you didn't even realize it was the other one you were coming for, you know. So love
They
it.
came for brows. They left with confidence.
Oh,
How about that?
wait, let me write that down. Hold on.
Oh, love it. Okay. Be honest. Do you judge people's brows before you meet them?
A lot of people ask me like, "Oh, are you always just staring at people's brows?" And I don't know if it's because I stare at brows all day that's not really what I focus on when I see someone. Obviously, if they look like they're loud, I'm gonna look. You know?
So you're not doing it like in your head.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You would think, like once they're in my studio, as soon as I see them, I'm already picturing
Then
what
it's-
I'm gonna do. Yeah, for sure. I'm like in work mode.
Do people, you think, overpluck more or overfill more these days?
These days, I would still say probably overfill, because at this point, there's nothing left to pluck.
I know.
Like,
It's so true, though.
Yeah.
It's so true. So maybe what would be like a piece of advice that you give like a young girl who's just starting to learn about makeup and brows and all of that? What kind of advice would you give for her?
I would say put those tweezers down.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, just let your brows be your brows. Let them just fully develop, and then kind of start to see what style works for you. But natural is always going to be best, and just with a little bit of shape, you know?
And what celebrity brows do you absolutely love?
I have to go back to Zendaya. I'm like,
love
I just
her.
every
Love
time
her.
I see her brows, I'm like, those are so good.
And they're so
good.
expressive,
Yes.
too, which probably makes her such, I mean, one of the many reasons she's such a great actress. Yeah. So what is your getting ready ritual in the morning?
Mine's pretty simple, to be honest. I'm like, I got dressed up for you, but
Yeah,
I'm a very simple girl. Usually I don't really wear makeup. My brow gel is my always go-to. I have to. I always tell all my clients too, when you have permanent makeup or just in general, like a good little brow gel just to comb your hairs. It's like combing your hair. You know, you want to look presentable. Same with your brows. You don't want them going crazy. So
I wake up sometimes and they're like all sorts of different directions.
They're throwing up the signs.
And I have Asian brows too, so they go down.
Oh yeah.
So they're like, oh, so crazy in the morning.
But yeah, very simple routine as far as beauty goes, and then just wet the curls.
And what about like maintenance in general? Do you get like, obviously you go to the gym, do you get facials, do you get your hair done? Like what kind of beauty maintenance do you like to do?
Yeah, so for my curls, I'm usually just like darker. I just like dark because I went blonde one time and it killed those.
I know.
So just dark, getting my 3-month cuts to make sure these ends look good. Also, facials are definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
do you
even
get them
just at home. So like just putting on, I do like this collagen mask that really helps. I try to do it on a nightly basis, but sometimes we're just tired.
Sometimes we're just too tired.
Yeah, so we're consistent but not perfect.
Yes. What about Botox? What are your feelings about Botox?
I have nothing against it. I have yet to get it. This might be the year, maybe next year. I don't know.
You probably don't need it yet, but they say it's maintenance, or they say it's preventative.
Exactly. That's the part I love, but I've also heard like I go to the sauna every morning, even just like sweating a lot. So I'm like, okay, am I going to spend millions on this Botox
because once you pop, you just can't stop. It's like Pringles. You're kind of committed.
I'm scared to commit in that way.
What is the most dramatic transformation that you've ever done, maybe with brows?
The most dramatic, well, this was with microblading. I would do a way better job now, but it was towards the beginning. And I had this guy that came to me with alopecia, and he only had one eyebrow missing, and the other one was so fluffy. So, I mean, obviously I can't match that exactly, but it looked pretty good, and that was the first guy I'd ever done. I was pretty impressed with myself, but the transformation was no brow to a brow,
That's crazy. And that's things that I feel the people that say, oh, what you do is, just makeup or permanent makeup. I think they don't realize that there are people that have alopecia or maybe going through cancer treatments that you are helping.
Absolutely. And there's like really no other, hair transplant, but like that's so expensive that, permanent makeup, it does wonders.
And it just helps with confidence so much.
Absolutely.
And then anything else you want anyone to know about your business, how they can find you or what your vibe is, anything else that you want to?
That I truly love what I do, and I love caring for other people. So if you want to transform your eyebrows, take a look at my page at Naturally Bladed and send me a message.
Yeah.